"Mom, look, I found something," said little Easton on that cold October evening. He cupped his hands down into the river, and the cold, running water made his hands feel like ice. He lifted them up to where he could see them, and the debris began falling away from what looked like something of a fleshy starfish. What ended up being in Easton's hands was the remnants of a man's penis. "What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Chilling Tales." So, what you're about to witness is one of the most wretched bear attack stories that I've told on this channel yet, and I warn you, it's quite chilling. But before I get into it, I'd like to thank you all for your support. And if you will, like this video, subscribe to the page, and paw that bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my patrons. Links in the description below if you want to support the Chilling Tales. I don't have any sponsors here, no big global conglomerates, just me and just you guys supporting the channel. So blessings to you all, my patrons and my channel members. So this attack occurred in Alaska. All right, a guy named Kirk. Now, Kirk was a sleabag. Some would say he was a real piece of work. He was married to a chick who was about 15 years younger than him, and she worked in medical, and she made most of the money, where Kirk would just kind of screw around and do odd jobs. Now, he would on occasion utilize his wife's money, travel out to Alaska. They were from Arkansas. Of course, they weren't born in Arkansas. They were born from the north, but they came down to Arkansas for work, and they would fly to Alaska, or he would anyway. She went with him a few times, but he ended up finding that it was a good escape from his family. He had a couple little kids at home and a cute little wife, but Kirk, as the old saying goes, idle hands are the devil's workplace. So Kirk and his wife, they went out to Alaska one time. They went on a fishing extravaganza, salmon fishing, this and that. They had a guide. They go on little canoes, go out some little island somewhere. And there was all these big husky grizzlies, like some beautiful sightseeing. And speaking of beauty, at their lodge, Kirk would take notice to the young women who worked about. So they would speak with him in a nice, elegant tone. He'd wake up in the morning, his wife, her hair messy, older than he'd like, even though she was still 15 years younger than the guy. The little room service chicks come in and out, and he started to find some appeal to them. He started to eye them a little bit. He had wandering eyes, as they would say. So what ended up happening is he went out to Alaska on his own one summer. And then he came back again in the fall, in October. And he began fishing for salmon. He'd just do the little reel-in baits and all that. And it was interesting because in these locations where people often fish, the bears would catch on. They'd notice that these guys are fishing for salmon, right? And the bears would see the fish flopping in the water, and the guy would try to be reeling it in. So the bears would see it as an opportunity. They'd run in there, grab the fish, and run away. It's crazy. You can even see this stuff on YouTube. I've seen several videos of this, where the bears just wise up to it. They're not being very aggressive, but they're wising up to it. And they steal the fish. Often they swallow the hook, or they'll just rip the hook out of it. And they tend to do all right. And it's a good way for them to steal a fish, a big fat fish at that in some occasions. But Kirk shows up to Alaska, goes to the lodge, flirts with the chick at the counter, flirts with the chick at the bar, flirts with the chick who works the door. You know, and he starts to attempt anyway to get some reciprocation. Now, this is the stuff, like these girls, they didn't have much to say from the interviews after this whole incident took place, other than Kirk was very friendly to them. very nice. There was rumors that one of the chicks went to his room one night. So, I mean, I don't know if any of that stuff is substantiated, but nonetheless, the guy went out fishing on his own after a couple nights stay in this lodge. He was casting his lure, reeling the thing in, and he took notice to one of the grizzlies, right? Now, grizzlies, especially these ones, these are the Kodiak variants. They can weigh, in some cases, 1,400 pounds plus, these massive creatures. Big old crest on their back, big hulking arms, big massive rigid skull, right? Their jaws are like this, boom, 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 boom. They could snap a human's arm at the humerus if they wanted to. So Kirk took notice to a big, stinky, husky grizzly bear, just sort of watching them fish. And Kirk is there. He's like, "Get out of here, bear. Get!" Psst. You know, the bear's just not really paying attention. He reels in his lure, then casts again. Bzzz, bloop, and then starts reeling. He sees the bear starting to go toward his lure. It's like, "Bear, get out of here!" To no avail. The bear ends up diving for the lure with the salmon on it, right? And it grabs the fish. The fish just flaps around. The bear's standing there in about a foot of water, just looking back over at Kirk. And this line is still attached to the fish, right? So Kirk's sitting there like, "Bear, get the hell out of it!" He starts yanking it, trying to yank the damn thing out of his mouth. Now, in many cases, it's a standard procedure to cut your line, right? These guys often carry little pliers or pocket knife and cut the line if there's a problem. Now, it's not very often where the bears will steal a salmon while it's on a line, but it does happen. I don't know if Kirk wasn't using his hat or what, but he's yanking on the damn thing when it's in the bear's mouth. And the bear's like looking over at it, just like, "Get the hell away." He's like, "Let the damn thing go." And then the bear turns and it starts running through the river. Just massive splashes from this thing's, 1,000-pound carcass. Dirk notices that it's causing tension on his line, and it's pulling the line out of the reel, right? Because he didn't have his, the weight on the line or whatever. He had it turned pretty low, the drag. So the bear started dragging the line out of the reel. And Kirk was pissed. "Bear, get that! Bear, get the damn fish! Leave the damn fish alone!" Yanks and yanks on the rod. He ends up turning toward the bear and trying to taunt it. He runs toward it a little bit. "Get out of it!" And that's when the bear turned. It's like it knew the guy was trying to taunt it. The bear turns. Ooh. Kirk looks at the damn thing. He quickly reels it in. He gets a bunch of tension on the line again and just yanks it, and starts walking toward the bear. "Give me the damn fish!" Yanks it, like treating this thing like it's just a teddy bear or something. Or it's just a mouse or a rat or just a nuisance, a raccoon or something. But this was a grizzly bear or a Kodiak that was probably 3 to 4 times the weight of Kirk. Somewhere in that, the bear drops the fish, all right? Just eyes just glowing red, like, "What the hell is this human doing?" The bear was concerned. It's like, is this guy actually coming after me? Like, it's not used to that. Now, generally, with the larger Bruins, you'll see this in the wild. They'll stand up to other Bruins. It's a sort of game of dominance, right? They want to have the best fishing spots. They want to be able to select the best mates. So they don't like to turn away from a fight. And I think that's what happened here. The bear could see it in Dirk's eyes. This man walking toward it, "Give me that damn fish back, you son of a bird!" Just yelling at the damn thing with a rod in his hand, kind of like a threatening gesture, trying to pull the fish out of the damn thing's mouth, just creating tension on it, just yanking it. The bear is stunned by this. It sees this happen. This is a human being, and it stands up on its 2 legs, just trying to show its dominance a little bit, in which case it's about 7 feet tall, maybe 8 feet tall, standing on its hind legs in the river, puts his paws down and just drops the fish. And then Dirk, it creates, the line gets loose from this whole endeavor. So Dirk starts charging after it, just reeling in his line. Yeah, you son of a bitch, give me that damn fish. He starts reeling it in, still walking after the bear. That's when the predator mode turned on, I think. The bear, all of a sudden, its eyes glowed with red fire. You could see its soul through its eyes, just like a smoldering ash. The thing was just pissed. And it dropped down to all fours. And then it charged him. It put its head down, ears back, heads down, around on it, and just takes him to the ground. Boom! And just in the water, just splashing everywhere, just digging into this man. This man's flat. Ah, get off me, bear! He's on his back in about a foot of water, trying to get his head. Just trying to get air. And this bear's atop him. Its ears back. Its eyes sharp, and it's just its lips curled back, just clamping its yellow teeth into his flesh, just ripping out of this man, just ripping flesh out of him. And there's these splashes of just water and white foam and blood just shooting all over this bear, and just this rigid, hulking animal on top of a man. Just ripping him to shreds, just burying its jaws into his shoulder, thrashing and thrashing like a pit bull, and ripping clumps of flesh out of him. Kirk is beneath it, just trying to fight for his life, just grabbing it in the stomach, just ripping out clumps of fur, just you got it, just ripping out, and then his head just keeps getting buried back into the water as the bear stomps on his face. And he tries to full clutch. He tries to pull the damn paw away, and he gets another ear. He sticks his head up out of the water, and then the other paw, and then the bear's just ripping him to hell. Now, I'm not all that familiar in the further details of what transpired here, but all I know is that the only things the bear left were the parts that it didn't like. It tore this man to pieces, right? Ate some of them. The rest of them floated down the river. Some of them sank. His skull was found at the bottom of the river, about a mile away from the attack site. This little fish eating at his eyeballs. Yeah. And the kid found something heinous from his body, which is almost ironic. What the kid found, it's probably that body part, we'll just say, that was the motivator for Kirk and his dissenting lifestyle when it came to his intent on potentially breaking his own home, But I don't know. I mean, I'll leave that up to you guys. I've told this attack on this channel before, but I wanted to revisit it because a lot of folks just don't know to respect these animals. As we've seen in this case, the line could have been cut. The bear would have gotten away with the damn fish. But I've seen videos of these bears. They often don't want anything to do with the humans. They just want to steal the damn fish and get away. That's why it's shocking that something like this would occur. And I think a lot of it has to do with, you get folks just coming from all over the place. Like, you go on YouTube, right? You'll watch the videos in Yellowstone. There's all sorts of videos. People getting out, people taunting the buffalo, getting rushed by the buffalo, getting rammed by the damn buffalo. Screwing with the wolves, screwing with the bears, chasing the damn bears up the trees, just taking photos of them, getting little Instagram shots. You got a lady and an elk trying to get photos of the damn elk, and it tramples her. I mean, there's all sorts of things that are going on that I think is just a case that people are so removed from nature. You know what I'm saying? We're so removed from our primal way of being that in many ways we lost some respect for it, which is why I have this channel. It's to spread awareness, to spread perspective. And sometimes, honestly, it feels better when you see shit happen to somebody. You can just be like, well, at least it wasn't me. You know? And I guess in this case, I mean, what kind of a guy wouldn't say that in this situation? Like, damn, at least my you-know-what hasn't been ripped off by a bear yet. Makes me feel a little better about my day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a lot of people who have it worse. Some people have to live with it. In this case, Kirk didn't. But that's not always the case. So if you guys will stay tuned to this channel for more Chilling Tales of the Iceman, let me know what you think about this video. Again, if you want to support the channel, become a patron, become a channel member. Links in the description below. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow with more Chilling Tales from the Iceman.